Hey everybody, Corn-Fed Lady here, and today I'm going to take you around and show you how we keep all of our farm animals cool during this really nasty heat wave. Alright, first we'll gather up some ice. And these frozen water bottles. Take these out to the babies. Alright, we're going to start off with the rabbits. I'll show you what I do with these frozen water bottles. Now, some of the basics for a heat wave like this is to make sure that you have good airflow, so you want to have all your windows and doors open in your coops and bunny sheds. We've also added some fans, and we make sure that all of their water bowls are full. Now, on top of that, we've also been giving our rabbits these frozen water bottles. And what they do is they kind of play with them, they sniff at them, they lick them, they roll them around with their hands and body. And this allows them to have a little bit of cool relief in the midst of the heat. There you go, Mr. McFeely. And as you can see, Mr. McFeely loves playing with his frozen water bottle. And then the ice cubes that I've brought out here go in their water bowls. And again, that's something for them to play with, something to lick on, but it also helps cool the water down so they always have nice cold water to sip on. Now, you'll be able to tell if your rabbits are suffering too much from the heat if they start breathing heavily and laying around acting sluggish. Now, you can see our rabbits are hopping around. They look healthy, they look happy. They're not sluggish, they're not laying around breathing heavily. And again, this is thanks to the ice in the bowls, the ice bottles that they can play with, the fans, and all of the good air circulation. You also want to make sure that your animals have available shade. Now, of course, these rabbits here are indoors, so they don't have to worry about that. But as far as our chickens and pigs and turkeys go, we have had to make sure that they have ample shade. There you go, Midnight. And cool off with an ice bottle. Is that nice and refreshing? There you go. Now, anytime they feel a little hot or overwhelmed, they can approach their ice bottle, touch it with their nose, roll it around with their paws. Sometimes I even catch them taking a nap, laying up next to the ice bottle. And that helps cool them off. Alright, let's get the other rabbits their bottles, and then we'll go get the chickens, turkeys, and pigs some relief. You chickens want some ice? Let's get these chickens some ice in their water too. Now, the chickens don't get ice bottles, but they do get ice cubes in their water bowl. And this one in particular, her name is Shammy Shams. She loves waiting until the ice melts down to just a couple of little tiny slivers. And when it does, she'll eat them. And she chases everyone else off so that they can't, because it's her favorite treat. Yeah. There's your ice. There you go, Sham Shams. And again, as this ice melts into the water, it helps cool the water, because this water can get quite warm in this heat, and especially if it's in the sun. So you notice here, the sun is just beyond the reach of where this water bowl is. So we're intentionally keeping it in the shade to help keep the water cool for a longer time. And the ice helps too, doesn't it, Sham Shams? Alright, let's get some to your other friends. That's good, girl, Sham Sham. Get you some ice water. I like to just go around and slip a couple of ice cubes in each water bowl. Girls must be in the hoop coop. Where's the blonde girls? Well, there's Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix. There's Blondie. You want some ice cubes? There you go. Want some ice cubes? Make your water nice and cold. Here you go. Get you a nice cold drink. Let's get taken. See if we can sneak a couple ice cubes past Mr. Frankie. Hey, Mr. Frankie, can I come in there? Excuse me. Where are you going? Hey, she tried to run away, Mr. Frankie. Thanks for letting me come in there. And again, here in our barn, we've got this door open with just a screen, which is actually a 1-inch chicken wire for the airflow to move through. You can see there's a fan right there that we turn on at night for them when they're cooped up in here. During the day, we don't worry about it so much because they spend most of their time outside, as you can see. But at night, we like to turn the fans on in the chicken coop just to help cool things down and keep the air moving. Leave a couple ice cubes out here. This is Gabby Kitty's water bowl. She's taking a nap right now, I bet. Hey, baby turkeys. Hi. You want a little ice in your water too? Okay. I just kind of sneak theirs through the holes in this fence here. Drop it down into their water bowl. Because we have a fan on top of their lid here, and I have to move it every time I go to open it. So I find I just drop them through, and they land right in their water tray there. There you go, Turkey Turks. Yes, and you have good airflow. Your fan is running, your door is open. Sometimes I even open this second door if it gets real hot. I'll go ahead and do that right now, just to help with the airflow throughout the entire barn. And of course the chickens have this window that goes into their coop also. Hey, Mr. Frankie. That's the door we were just standing at earlier. So that's the chicken coop on this end of the barn. And the middle stall is our feed stall. So we've got all of our hay and straw and stuff like that in there bedding. There's another fan we can put out. And then over here we've got our baby turkey brooder. So we try to leave all the windows and doors open just to get as much airflow as possible. Turn on fans as needed where it helps. And come back here and get some ice for the turkeys too. And Moo Moo. Moo's been living back here with the turkeys ever since we had to remove him from the side yard flock because he was mating too destructively, ripping combs off of hens trying to mate. So Moo just lives over here now with the turkeys. They seem to be getting along well enough. They do sleep in separate coops. The turkeys have this large red coop, and Moo has this little bachelor pad coop on the side here. There's some ice for your water. And of course they have multiple bowls of water out here. You want to make sure to have plenty of water. That one's not in the shade, but this one is. And we've also added the shade cloth over the top, which gives them a little bit of relief in their area here, so that they don't have to stay in this one little 5-inch sliver along the side of the coops. They now have shade that drifts across the entire front edge of the run here, and as the sun moves across the sky during the day, it goes from east to west, so the shadow goes from west to east. So this shadow right now is falling over this A-frame made out of pallets that Moo's hiding under, and that gives really good shade itself. But then this cloth overhead extends that shaded area for now all the way out to where Tommy Boy is standing. Now, as the sun moves across the sky, that shade will drift over this way to where this secondary water bowl is. So throughout the course of the day, they always have at least one water that's in the shade. And they always have a shady spot somewhere near these waters. So that helps them. You can tell they're not panting. They're not laying around sluggish. They're up, they're on their feet. Yeah. They're talking, they're not breathing too heavily. There might be one panting here and there. But overall, they're doing very well in the shade here and with the ice water every couple hours. That's good, babies. Good job staying in the shade. And they do really seem to understand and respect this shade. The turkeys will walk to the edge of the shade and stop and then go back into the shade. They don't like going out in the bright sun. So you need to make sure to offer your birds some shade. They will definitely appreciate it and use it. All right, I got to get the rest of this ice to the pigs and the last couple chickens before it melts. Yeah, let's go get the pigs some ice, and then I'll show you what else we do for them. All right, same kind of thing with pigs. I dropped a few ice cubes in each bowl. And they like to eat them, play with them, fight over them. You know, same thing pigs do with everything. Now you notice I'm not adding these to a water bowl. I'm just dumping them in their food bowl like they're treats. This encourages them to want to eat them, or at least be curious enough to put their feet on them and to put their nose on them, which will help cool them down whether they eat them or not. Now their water is actually in this barrel here. And you can see we keep it full. I try not to let it get less than half full. Especially in the summer like this. Now, if it does get too hot in the barrel, we can always add some ice or ice water into this water barrel to help cool it down. And this 50-gallon drum will hold enough water, usually in the summer, for about a day or two. Now, if it's not hot out, this barrel will usually last them a few days. But I've been filling it up every day. So I'm actually going to go get the hose and do that right now. We'll go ahead and top off your water barrel while I'm out here. And I'm going to put some water in their wallow. And maybe we'll give the pigs a little shower because they're looking kind of rough. Yeah, you're kind of messy. We also keep these jugs of water everywhere so we can just top off water bowls as we're walking around checking on everyone. It makes it easier than dragging the hose all over the property. But we do keep our hose out back here for two reasons. One, for the pigs, because they go through a lot of water. And also for our veggie garden over there. Because we have been having to water the garden through all this heat and sun and lack of rain. But you can see the garden's still going good out there. All right. Let's get these pigs some more water in the wallow. I already got a pig in the wallow waiting for it. Does that feel good? And pigs love getting squirted with a hose on a hot day. They'll walk right up to me and practically beg for it. We also keep this wallow, which is just a hole in the ground that you put water in so it makes it all muddy. And you can see the pigs have been mudding themselves up. Now when the pigs mud themselves up, that does two things. One, it works as a sunblock to help keep them from getting sunburned, because yes, pigs can get a sunburn just like people because they have skin and hair just like we do. They don't have fur. So pigs can get a sunburn pretty easily if you don't offer them some shade, like what this oak tree provides across the majority of this main paddock. And you also have to provide them with some mud so that they can get mudded up to protect them from both the sun and from bug bites. Because when they get covered in mud, the bugs also can't bite them, because we do get flies and mosquitoes and whatnot. and they can get pretty annoying for us and the animals. Oh, be careful, the hot wire there. Careful, it's a zappy. So we make sure that they have plenty of water, plenty of mud, plenty of shade, and that helps protect them from the sun and the annoyance of all the bugs, which makes their life more pleasurable, as you can see. They're living the good one here. That's good, pigs. Got you a fresh sour. There's some new mud in there, and I'm gonna top off your water barrel. Now when it's hot like this, we do also try to offer a lot of fresh treats because they have vitamins and juices and natural goodness to them that helps them feel well. So for the pigs, I've been giving them garden scraps when I trim back the tomato and cucumber plants and stuff like that. I've been handing the scraps to them. And the bunnies have been getting berries out of our berria. I've been collecting about a bowl full of raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, and currants every morning. So the bunnies and chickens have been getting those treats while the pigs have been getting the veggie garden scraps. All right, that's full enough for now. Anybody else need squirted again before I leave? I'll make sure. All right, one last squirt before I go. You ready? Here it comes. I got the pigs. I got the pigs. Like that? There you go. That's good, pigs. Seeing as how the pigs hogged up the last of the ice cubes, we'll go get a couple more for those last 2 chickens. Hey, your chickens! Where's the little angel? They're so full. Hi. Got to get some fresh ice cubes. Opal says, let's go in the water bowl. You're right, they do. Let's go in the water bowl. So again, good shade, good airflow. We've got this door to their coop open here. And my husband also cut in a window for them on the other end here. And they have their little chicken door open on the bottom. So they've got 3 different openings here, plus the eave for the airflow in there. And they have plenty of shade here from their coop in the morning. And then in the afternoon, as the sun goes behind us, that shade disappears and they use underneath their coop as the shaded area to hang out in the afternoon. Now, late afternoon, of course, the sun will be all the way behind the house and trees back here, and they'll have shade from that. So their shade moves during the day too, everyone's does, but you got to make sure that no matter what time of day, especially in the heat of the day, that they have plenty of shade and water. There you go. Are you girls stalking me? Are you begging more ice cubes? I'm coming. Still have a few left over in this tray. We'll give them to these girls. They seem the most enthusiastic about it. Here you go, Shams. There's some more ice for you. Shammy Shams loves ice. There you go. That's good, girls. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button to help our channel grow. Thanks. Y'all have a good one. Bye.